Hey guys, what's up? It's Coach Angie B, and welcome to the Access Group channel. We here talk about how religious trauma affects you after leaving high control organizations. I am Coach Angie B. I am a religious trauma educator where I talk about how this affects your body, mind, and spirit after leaving high control organizations. Today, I was reminded about something. I did an interview with Seeds for Waking today, and hi, Seeds for Waking. It was such a great interview. I can't wait for you guys to post that or listen to that. It's such a great interview. Just share some stuff I never really shared before. It's kind of cool. But we were talking about some things, and it made a lot of sense. Like, it really just brought back to mind how much control and how things happen coming out of high control organizations. And one of the things that I did coming out of a high control organization like the Jehovah's Witnesses that I strongly suggest you do not is MLMs. I joined like 2 or 3 MLMs with the promise, the scheme of the whatever, of the promise of being able to get rich and being able to retire by the time I turn 40 and have a nice pink car or the Mercedes, and I made diamond, diamond, triple diamond, and just gather 5 more people than I had before under my line, and they get 5 people, and they get 5 people, and they get 5 people, and then I get money. Okay. And I get it. There's some MLMs that have a good product, that have good services. There's some MLMs that I still like. I take the products for. Okay, I'm not a seller of those products. And yes, I know I could make more money if I did this, but the thing about MLMs are multi-level marketing things. This is like your Avons. This is like your Mary Kay. The things about those, while they have good products and services and stuff, and yes, if you want to use their products, cool. And again, this is just a broad statement, okay? I'm not saying you have to get out of an MLM if you're in one. I'm not saying all of that. I'm saying, just use your discernment when coming out of a high control organization. The reason why, they can feel very similar to the organizations that we came out of. There's an instant community. As soon as you join your money and become a seller or a product, service, or whatever for that product, instant community. On a shared mission. You know what you're doing. We're all trying to make money. We're all trying to get this pink car. We're all trying to get this Mercedes. We all want to get to double, double diamond gold because now we can do the cruise. All of that mindset. There's recognition. You have purpose. Like if I sell 3 people and whatever, blah, 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 I get recognition from my downline, my upline. I see my name in lights, all the things. There's personal development. I mean, there's 2 or 3 MLMs that I do kind of miss because of the yearly and monthly trainings that we had to go to that were very much inspiring, that were very much helped me in my other businesses. You have a clear expectation of success. Like, they show you the path. While the path is sometimes confusing, because dead ass, for real talk, there have been plenty of times where I'm looking at the compensation model and I'm like, this reminds me of the new math for the new generation, the overlapping generations from 1914. Like, how did we get here type thing? So those are the things that MLMs do provide. Okay. And I'm not saying they're bad. I'm just saying be cautious. I'm just saying pay attention. I'm just saying, hey, watch your money. Because MLMs do have similar things as in cults. Whereas MLMs can have a similar structure or a similar mindset, similar to cults. Some like the bite model, meaning like your behavior control. There's one I was looking at on a show the other day about a particular MLM where they did not want you to talk bad about their MLM online. And if you had someone in your downline or downline saying stuff, it was your job as their upline to delete the comment, even though these people are not getting paid. That's behavior control, information control. You're only able to get the information from this organization. I've been a part of MLMs where they're like, oh, hey, we solve cancer, AIDS, yada, 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 if you just drink this one drink. And I'm like, then why is this not on the market? Like, come on. Very similar to thought control. Like, you're not able to think for yourself because we want you to keep buying, 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 and buying into what we buy into in order for you to make the money or your upline to make money. And now you're sitting with a whole bunch of products in your lap, but no one's selling it. You're just buying, and you keep having to buy. And you probably get in what you probably made out. Like one time, I think the only time I've made money in MLM Literally, I got $50 check, like real talk, after spending like $300 or $400 that I did not have at the time. And so that does end up controlling your emotions at the same time. So I want you to know these are the questions that you might need to answer before joining. First of all, I want you to slow down before you join. Like people, oh my God, I cannot tell you how many times people are like, you need to do this now, do this now, do this now. Pressure. First, before you start joining another unhealthy group, let me repeat myself. Slow down. Am I being told to join immediately, and why? Pause. Why do you need to join right now? Why do you need to take a loan out right now for this opportunity? Pause. Can you afford that? Healthy opportunities can survive through a decision, meaning that healthy opportunities you can wait on the opportunity. It will still be there if it's a healthy opportunity. It will give you time to think, look at your finances, look at what you're bringing in. Do I have the emotional bandwidth to do another job? Because an MLM is a job. Second, ask questions. How do I get paid? Do I need to put 3 or 4 people into my downline and whatever, that is a pyramid scheme. Like, I remember one you had to build this line here and build this line over here. In order to build my line, I had to have 3 people on each line, which means I need 6 people. And with these people needed 6 people, which, okay, but if you do the math, eventually we run out of people in the world, okay? And most of us understand that you cannot afford some of these products, okay? Remember that you don't need another family to replace your last one. That's big right there. You do not need another family to replace your last one. You can discover that family, and that's fine. Maybe the Access Group is going to hold more events so that we can discover our family better. But you do not need another family. There's no need to replace the other one. And I know that's hard to hear. And then look at what happens when you come out. Definitely look at what happens when you come out. Can you leave without people getting mad at you? Yes, you won't get any money, but can you still call people later? Those are some of the things that I want you to look at when you're asked to join some of these groups. I want you to pay attention to the money you're spending. Again, if you're having to take out a loan to start this business today, we don't need to start this business. Manage your money so that you're getting in with, like, really do pay attention. And I will say this, really do pay attention to what you're putting in and getting out of it. I know, like I mentioned, there's an MLM that I would love to go back to because of their teachings, and their business teachings were great because it was great for a business itself. But I can get that at school too. I can get it on YouTube. I don't have to just do that here. Enjoy a community boundaries. Enjoy the community, yes, but set up boundaries. Meaning that, don't spend all day, every day trying to sell this product. If you already tapped out on 10 of your friends or 15 of your friends or 30 of your friends that don't want product, that's it. We don't have to sell it anymore. And also respect yourself and your train of thought. Yes, I really do believe that we were taught to just keep going, and we were. But now it's time for you to respect yourself, respect your money, and give yourself grace as you build your life back up. Yes, an MLM is a great resource to build your money. It can be a great resource. But I also want you to pay attention to what you're putting in. And are you getting out what you're putting in? If that's a no, then set up boundaries so to protect yourself. Be honest with yourself on what you're getting out of this organization. But do understand, you can probably get a better product somewhere else. Or, you know what? You can just be a supporter, be a customer. Be a customer. That's it. If you like your product so much, be a customer. Like I said, I'm part of a lot of groups that I'm just a customer on, and I'm not going to sell their product or service. One, I don't need another business, okay? So let me know what you think. But honestly, real talk, I do believe that we were raised. I think another reason why this is so comfortable, especially for Jehovah's Witnesses, is that we were raised in an organization that was built like an MLM. Look at the structure. Areas at the top, you have to bring people in. The congregations are here, and you bring more people in the congregation. It's the same structure. We were just raised in an MLM. We were raised in a business. So now when we come out, we're looking for that same comfort, and that's okay to look for that same comfort. This time, though, I want you to stay in control of it. Manage your boundaries, have self-awareness, manage your money. Don't give so much. You do not have to give to the point of homelessness or chapter 7 or chapter 13, bankruptcy, in order to get what you need. You guys are stronger than you think. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comments. I can't wait to talk to you soon. Join us on 99.1 for Shamba Shiny every Friday at 3 o'clock on 99.1 in Atlanta. Talk to you soon.